I'm in better shape than most men half my age. I know I don't look old enough that there are men half my age, but I'm actually 36. 19% of 18 to 24-year-old Americans, the prime military recruiting demographic, are ineligible due to obesity alone. It's disappointing. There was a time in my late 20s where I was on the starting line for the 2-mile run portion of an Army physical fitness test, and I told the younger soldier next to me, "Listen here, Private First Class, you're a foot taller and a decade younger than me. I expect a good performance here." I was devastated when he failed. We've been led to believe that you're allowed to be either Danny DeVito or Arnold Schwarzenegger. The popular media has convinced us that if physical fitness isn't your full-time job, you're not allowed to do it. Ever since 9/11, the military has been held in much higher regard, and not without good reason. But I think there might be another one. It's possible we Americans worship soldiers and athletes because we're so out of shape, we deify anyone who's physically fit. I was in the Army National Guard for 6 years and the Army Reserve for 7. I was in cavalry, armor, quartermaster, medical, and psychological operations units. I guarded federal buildings as a security contractor. No pictures were taken due to security reasons. And I worked physically demanding jobs in warehouses and frac pads. I currently run, box, and lift. Obesity in America is a fixable problem, and within the next few minutes, I will tell you about what I'm doing to fight obesity. Just look at how various occupations are portrayed in media. Have you ever seen a ripped accountant? Look at Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. As CinemaSins pointed out, they have to keep making up backgrounds for his characters, like being a Special Forces veteran or former professional athlete, because he's too jacked to play a regular dude. And by the way, the Special Forces one, inaccurate. Those guys live a life that makes it impossible to sustain that kind of muscle mass. I have to commend Brooklyn Nine-Nine here for averting it, though. This character worked as a crossword puzzle writer. Anyway, I apologize for that rambling tangent. Let me get back on track. I was in the Army National Guard for 6 years and the Army Reserve for 7. I was a weekend warrior, but that means I'm still more of a warrior than most people. I stayed fit mostly by being in uniform. One of the things I'll never forget is when a staff sergeant said, "If you have to drag a wounded soldier to safety, and he dies because you ran out of gas, because you're out of shape, you're going to have to live with that." That one stuck with me. Lives depended on it. After I got out of uniform for good, I needed a new story to drive me. Fortunately, I remembered my mom recounting when I was 3. I saw a picture of Danny DeVito and said, "Daddy!" She said, "That's not Daddy, just someone who looks like." I did the math. I was born in 1985. Dad was born in 1953, thus putting my dad at the same age then that I am now. I'm happy with my progress. I have more hair than Danny DeVito did at this age, and more muscle mass than he had at any age. I wanted to find exactly the same picture to show you here, but Mom couldn't remember which one it was, so I picked this one from the 1970 sitcom Taxi. I got most of this muscle mass from lifting. After I left the Army Reserve in 2018, I stopped running for a while. I switched to just lifting and boxing. When my gym closed last year, I rediscovered running. After I was able to go back, I incorporated running into my new regimen. Then, I started on the path that led me here. I've lost count of the number of people who told me they like my voice and that I should go into radio. At some point last year, I saw an ad for the Ohio Media School. I went through the program, hoping to be an on-air radio personality. Then I graduated from the radio and television broadcasting program and found one little problem. There were no radio openings within an acceptable driving distance. And I was in my right mind, so I wasn't going to take a job where the starting pay meant I would likely lose money. So then I went into the media sales and marketing emphasis program. That's what made me decide to take my documentary project title, The War on Obesity, and turn it into a campaign. That campaign is now the basis for my YouTube channel, I Am Fitness. My channel features workout and advice videos. I share workout tips, reviews of local gyms, workout song suggestions, and hopefully in the future, product reviews. Of course, in order to have demand for product reviews, I need to have an existing audience. So if you're watching this, I'm going to need to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then watch my videos, or at least play them, so YouTube thinks you watch them. And then please share my videos on social media. The main bullet point here is that doing these things would help me a lot. I'm also open to sponsors. And if Under Armour is watching, in your case, I will say anything you want. I've discussed America's obesity problem and what I'm doing about it. My campaign could help all of you get a little more fit. And maybe, just maybe, I can help more Americans find that happy medium between Arnold and Danny.